Greetings. My name is Ann Dobson, and I'm here today to share my generosity story with you. You'd have to say that I've been in the church since I was an infant, maybe some 87 years ago, and I have been well instructed on giving and tithing to the church. So I suppose maybe that might have been my first step to generosity. I had a very meager upbringing. So through the next few years, all the money that I had for giving was maybe a little change, nickels and dimes that Daddy had in his pocket on Sunday morning, and he would divide that up with us. I was just so happy to have some money to give to my church when I got there for Sunday school. My first job was working at the soda fountain in the local drugstore in St. Matthews. I worked there after school on Fridays and all day Saturday. That was when that started in the 8th grade. There was always that need to give part of what I earned, which amounted to about $15 in those days, the total that I earned. Give it to the church. And as well as I remember, there might have been a few times that I didn't do what I was supposed to do and maybe used it all for myself. But perhaps earning some of my own money should be another step to generosity. But what a blessing God gave me when it became college days. There was a small 2-year college in Spartanburg where you could work 2 weeks and go to school 2 weeks, alternating. I worked as a checker at a privately owned cafeteria in uptown Spartanburg. I dare say that God did not get his share for much of that, but I still remembered him and thanked him for it. And as usually happens after college, there's finding a job, finding a place to live, struggling to pay bills, then marriage, then it's paying more bills, and working all day to come home and cook supper and do all of the things that is required there. You'll notice that having babies was not in that list, nor God's. I guess that's why I appreciate your young families and your young children so much. God favored me again by giving me a husband with a personal and spiritual upbringing much like mine. We believed in generous giving with our income, no matter how meager that was, starting off in those days. All those old Sunday school stories and lessons we heard again in the backs of our minds and tried to honor that. Let's take a look at my latest step to generosity. That's when I joined Living Springs Lutheran Church back in 2001. I have remarked to so many people how overwhelmed I have been to see the work that Living Springs Lutheran Church does. It's just, like I said, overwhelming. I've never been in a church that had that kind of outreach and that kind of extended hand to local people and around the world. But I'm so happy to be a member of Living Springs Lutheran Church, which encourages us to look beyond the four walls of our own congregation. I'd like to close using a statement. Generosity is not at all about the churches needing money. It is all about the believers need to give.